Assalamualaikum and hi everyone. My name is Safika Najwa and I'll be presenting the introduction of our case study report entitled Critical Audit and Comparative Analysis of Knowledge Sharing Tools. In today's digital era, knowledge has become one of the most valuable assets in an organization. Effective knowledge sharing allows employees to exchange information, experiences, and expertise, which contributes to better decision making, organizational learning, and overall organizational performance. Previous studies have shown that organizations that actively encourage knowledge sharing are more likely to improve productivity, competitiveness, and long-term sustainability. In addition, the advancement of digital technology has transformed the way organizations create, manage, and share knowledge. Various knowledge sharing tools such as information systems, digital platforms, and knowledge databases enable organizations to store, retrieve, and disseminate knowledge more efficiently. These technologies play an important role in supporting collaboration, communication, and information exchange among employees. For this case study, our group selected Kedah Digital Library as the organization under study. Based on an interview conducted with Mr. Muhammad Rizwan bin Ismail, the head librarian of Kedah Digital Library, the library operates under the administration of Al-Star Public Library. The facility was developed in two phases, with Phase 1 opening in 2021 and Phase 2 completed in 2022. Kedah Digital Library provides various facilities including meeting rooms, discussion rooms, study spaces, and modern ICT equipment that support learning, collaboration, and information sharing. Therefore, this report aims to examine the knowledge sharing tools utilized by Kedah Digital Library and evaluate their effectiveness in supporting knowledge sharing practices within the organization. The findings of this study will provide insights into how these tools contribute to organizational performance and knowledge management practices. Next, I will pass to the next presenter, Lydia Ishira.
Hi, Assalamualaikum and a very good morning. I'm Lydia Ishira Zulkifli. So I will continue the presentation by presenting the literature review of our study based on the interview conducted with Kedah Digital Library. So the first one is knowledge management. It basically refers to the process of collecting, sharing, and using knowledge within an organization so that employees can perform their work more effectively. At Kedah Digital Library, knowledge is shared through both digital and traditional methods. So, in terms of knowledge sharing tools, the library uses a web-based registration system for users to register as a member. They also use WhatsApp and social media to communicate with users, receive feedback, and also manage the facility bookings itself. Besides that, they still rely on manual records and filing systems, especially when the system crashes or is temporarily unavailable. Right, so next, the library also practices networking. Networking can be seen through the collaboration between junior and senior staff where they are grouped together to share experiences and knowledge. In addition, internship students who are skilled in current technologies help to train the staff, especially in artificial intelligence or AI. The library also collaborates with technicians from the Al-Star branch whenever technical issues occur. Right, so next, Kedah Digital Library uses groupware to support communication and collaboration. The main groupware identified are the web-based registration system, WhatsApp, social media platforms. These tools help staff and users exchange information more efficiently and more effectively. And lastly, the academic sources of knowledge at the library mainly come from staff training programs. AI-related training and internship students, also knowledge sharing among the employees. These sources help staff to improve their skills and adapt to new technologies by time. So, in conclusion, Kedah Digital Library applies various knowledge management practices through knowledge sharing, networking, groupware, and continuous learning. These practices contribute to better staff performance, improved services, and the ability to adapt to technological changes over time. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you, Lydia. Hi, I'm Noala Umairah. Today we'll be present the methodology used for our study on the Kedah Digital Library. We chose a qualitative case study approach to analyze the knowledge management practice at Kedah Digital Library. This method was selected because it allowed us to get deep, real-world operational insight through a hands-on site visit in Alor Star. Our main data collection tool was a face-to-face interview with the head of the library, Encik Ridwan Ismail. We targeted 3 critical areas. First, on how the external web-based client system tracks user entry, and second, the internal gap where staff records are still kept manually in physical files and by handwriting. And third, how they handle system disruption and train senior staff to adapt to current technologies such as, famous now, artificial intelligence (AI). To back up our interview data, we also used direct field observation. We physically audited the library infrastructure from the digital study space to the public PlayStation PS5 and Playroom to see exactly how technology and public services are integrated on a daily basis. This combination of interviews and observation gave us a complete, accurate picture of Kedah Digital Library workflows. That's all from me. Thank you.
To kick off our analysis, we look at how this organization handles its day-to-day data, and more importantly, how the workplace culture react to the tech. On the technical side of things, it's a bit of a mixed bag. They have a solid web client registration system and structured data collection in place, but where things start to bottleneck is in the day-to-day management. There's still a heavy reliance on manual knowledge management and old school file-based information storage. Naturally, this slows down the whole knowledge sharing process, creating silos where information doesn't move as fast as it needs to. However, the real silver lining here is the culture. The organization is actively pushing regular AI training to help employees level up their skills. There's a genuine commitment to build a continuous learning culture so everyone can keep pace with shifting technological demands. We also notice a really interesting generational dynamic. The younger staff are highly adaptable because they have grown up with digital tools, recognizing that the organization doesn't leave anyone behind. They provide tailored support and guidance for senior staff. By bringing this mixed-age team together, they have fostered a great environment for peer learning and organic knowledge sharing. To the actual performance of these knowledge sharing tools, let's look at what's working, where the friction is, and how we plan to fix it. First, the good news, the tools are effective when it's come to the core basics. The registration system is efficient, information management is systematic, user satisfaction is notably high, and collecting digital feedback is incredibly straightforward. But it's not without its challenges. The biggest hurdle right now is system instability. Occasional system crashes disrupt daily operation, and when the system goes down, staff are forced to fall back on a tedious manual backup process. To make matters tougher, there's limited technical expertise on site to troubleshoot these issues. This has created a heavy dependence on external support, meaning whenever a major glitch happens, they have to reach out and wait for assistance from the Alor Star library branch to solve these pain points. We have laid out 4 practical recommendations. First, we need to transition to a centralized knowledge repository so data is seamless and secure. Second, we recommend enhanced technology training to build up that missing local expertise. And third, implementing mentoring program will help bridge any remaining skill gap during system rollout. And finally, establishing a formal feedback system ensures that the tools evolve alongside the actual needs of the staff. So that's all from my point. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Danish. So, in conclusion, this study has successfully examined the knowledge sharing tools and knowledge management practices implemented at Kedah Digital Library. Based on our finding, Kedah Digital Library is a combination of digital and traditional methods to support knowledge sharing. These include the web client registration system, WhatsApp, social media platform, staff training programs, and collaboration between experienced staff and internship students. These tools and practices help facilitate communication, information sharing, and organizational learning. The study also found that the organization demonstrated a positive learning culture by encouraging continuous learning, especially in emerging technologies such as artificial intelligence. This effort helps employees adapt to technological changes and improve their skill and knowledge. However, several challenges were identified. The organization still relies heavily on manual documentation, lacks a centralized knowledge management platform, and faces technical issues that may affect the efficiency of information sharing and daily operation. To address these challenges, we recommend that Kedah Digital Library implement a centralized digital knowledge repository, strengthen staff training programs, and introduce a formal feedback management system. This improvement can enhance knowledge accessibility, improve operational efficiency, and support better decision making within the organization. Overall, Kedah Digital Library has established a good foundation for knowledge sharing. This continuous improvement management tools, the organization has strong potential to further enhance its services and organizational performance in the future. That's all from us. Thank you.